All right, so we are live tonight with Winning Women Network Spotlight interview. My name is Keisha Bass, and I am so excited tonight for what we have lined up for you all. An amazing interview. I know I just have to give a little bit of background because many of you may not, maybe you do know, maybe you don't know, but the person I'm interviewing tonight is very dear to my heart because she actually was one of the founding people. When we launched the Winning Women Network, she was actually there. She actually was on the actual call. We did a call. We talked about what this network was going to look like and everything, and she was actually an intricate part of us launching this platform. So if nothing else, Melissa, thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
I really
no problem.
I really, really, really appreciate you. And if you all are live and you can hear me, then just maybe you know, maybe you don't know, but the person I'm interviewing tonight, well, just want to be sure.
Okay.
I'm live. I'm live on the page as well.
Yeah, I hear you.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I have lots and lots of questions tonight that people have actually sent to me or that, you know, people want to know, right, about this amazing woman. So if you have a question that you want to ask, then I do have a thread that you can put in the comment box, right, and I may catch the question there. You can actually put them, if you're inside the unit of prosperity, you can put it there. But I do have a lot of questions that probably you want to know. I know a lot, you know, usually when people come on this platform, I kind of know what people want to know. And so we're going to dig into that tonight. Just want to also put this out here. We may talk about income tonight, and I want you to know that your results will vary. The reason I say that because you're an individual person, and what you do inside of this business may be totally different what I have done, what Melissa have done, what anybody is able to do. So we just want to make sure we put that out there. We can't guarantee anything will happen, but we know that it is absolutely possible, right? That's the cool thing, is that it is possible for you to create your own success story, just like Melissa did tonight. So welcome, Miss Melissa Troupe.
Yay! Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you on tonight. We actually I think we were supposed to be on last weekend, but
Yep.
you know, I got back from Texas and I didn't know if I was coming or going for a whole week. And I was like, where am I?
This is good timing.
It is good timing because you know we're at the end of what is it, November? This is the last day of November, and we're getting ready to go into the last stretch of this year, 2014. It's been a lot of things happen. I'm sure in your life. I know since we started Winning Women Network, there's a lot of things that's transpired.
Oh, yes. You're right. And when you mentioned the founding members thing, oh, yes, I remember we have definitely evolved and the audience has grown and everything has changed for the better. You know, it's part of the journey. I'm always talking about the journey.
Right. Me, my journey. And that is your handle there.
Yes. Yeah. That's right.
So Melissa, let's just start off with here with you just telling people a little bit about yourself, your background, how did you get online? Just give us a little bit about who you are.
Okay, so my story in a nutshell. Let's see. So I'll start from I had a hair company. It was an online hair company. I sold hair extensions online, and I did really, really well with that, and then it all crashed and burned. And so that's kind of where my testimony begins because I wasn't expecting it to crash and burn. And so I lost everything. I wasn't prepared for it. I had a family. And so my husband and I were just scrounging to, at that point, survive. And everything happened so very fast that I could hardly keep up with the trials that were coming. And it was just trials on every front, the financial front, the spiritual front, personal things. It's just like, it's amazing what happens when you're down. And so I was down. We were down. And that's where my wheels started turning. I read a prosperity book by Randy Gage. I can't remember what it's called. Why you're dead, sick, and broke, or something like that. But it was a prosperity book by Randy Gage. And it's funny because the prosperity book was $12. And it took me a long time to come up with the $12 for the prosperity book. And I had to really think about it before I invested my $12 in that book.
Wow.
And so I got it. And it was an amazing book. He was talking about how your mindset can take you in or out of any situation. And he gave really, really real, tangible examples with his own life. So he wasn't extremely out there and abstract, which is a lot of times really hard to relate to. He was very, very, very real. And so I really enjoyed the book. I really needed the book. That's the truth. And at the end of the book, he got to the nitty-gritty, which is how to build wealth. And he gave different paths. One of the paths was the one that I was on with my hair company, which is build your own business. And so he gave that path, that example, and some tangibles about that. Obviously, I had already been on that path, and that didn't work, and I didn't have any more startup cash. Because as far as startup cash for a business is concerned, we're looking at $30,000 minimum. And so I had done that before, and I was out of resources. The next thing he adamantly recommended, was network marketing. That's when my face cringed up. I was like, oh my gosh, I thought this guy was so great until he just said that. Oh my God, I can't believe he just said that. Because I was Miss Anti-Network Marketing, okay? I don't know if everybody knows that, but that was me. Just because growing up, I had lots and lots and lots of family members get into many network marketing companies, and I watched them get very little from them. So I came to a very solid conclusion that it doesn't work. I felt good about that conclusion. And yet he recommended it as one of the best ways to build wealth. And it just confused the heck out of me how this man who I thought was smart could say that. And that's where it all started. I wasn't extremely open-minded, but I knew he was a credible source. And so I was like, And so I looked into it, and I really started researching the good, the bad, the ugly. I really started researching, why don't people succeed? How come I had so many family members get in and not succeed? Is it the company? Is it because this industry is a scam? Is it the people? Is it something that they're doing wrong? What is it? And so I started getting to the bottom of it. And the epiphany came when I realized that I could build my business the way that I had built my previous business, simply by being myself, simply by branding myself, the way I did with my other business. I can use social media. I can be normal. I don't have to approach people in the mall. I don't have to hand out business cards at my daughter's school if I don't want to. I don't have to. I can build it the way I'm comfortable with doing it. And for me, the way I'm comfortable with doing it is online. And the unique thing about DS Domination is that it's an online training. So obviously at some point, the prospect needs to get online. And hey, I love being online. So it all worked for me. YouTube, all of that worked for me. Facebook, Instagram, all of that worked in my favor. It was a perfect fit for me. DS Domination wasn't the first company. It was the second company I joined. The first company I joined was what I would consider a typical MLM. And with that company, I do believe I could have succeeded, but I also believe I would have had to start lying in that company to get people under me. I believe that in order to get people under me so I could make money, they would have had to have been struggling in that company. And with that company, you do the home parties and you do, the sample packs and approach people and all that stuff. And the top earners in that company usually get to the top doing lots of mass marketing, but then they don't share that with the people under them. With the people under them, they say, oh, when you get in a taxi, tell him. And then when you meet this person, tell them. But that's not what they did, And so when I got into DS Domination, it was just a breath of fresh air because, one, there was a lot of myth busting going on. Kevin Hokawana's first video that he did where he was saying why you didn't succeed in your previous MLM, and he just kind of called everything out. And I was like, yeah. So one, it built trust, and two, I understood exactly what he was talking about as to why DS Domination is actually different.
Right.
That's why I was so excited when I joined. That's why I made the YouTube video the day I joined, because I was just like, I got it.
Right. And so about the YouTube video, I don't know if you all have seen the YouTube video, but I saw the video and immediately I was like, I like her. If you haven't watched it, I don't know, Melissa, what's the name of the video that you did? Do you,
Um,
I don't remember.
the YouTube channel is youtube.com/me my journey, and it's the second video I made, I think, ever. So go to the oldest video and you'll see me in a green shirt.
Right. So
Called like Domination Review Scam, something like that.
something like that. So when you made that video, okay, because many of us, Domination came across our table or desk, whatever, email. And what did you think when you first saw the video? What did you think? Like, what were your thoughts about it? Did you immediately take action?
I didn't. Like I told you when I read that prosperity book, I was like, But when I saw the Domination video, I didn't do that. I was like, oh, yeah. And I joined quickly, very, very quickly. Like I joined right then. For me, the Domination thing, because I know I've never even said this before either, but I used to work for an eBay power seller. From 2008 to 2010, I worked for a platinum power seller and learned a lot of secrets. She did something similar to what Roger did, but with more work involved. Meaning, as opposed to copying and pasting online the way Roger did, she would actually go to the stores and pick up the items and then house them in her home and then list them on eBay physically, taking physical pictures and I watched that happen. I saw her making money doing that the harder way. And the ironic thing is, even though she was very successful and making a lot of money, she was a platinum power seller, and we all know Roger was a titanium power seller. And he was at titanium working less hard. Not less smart, but less hard, because he was copying and pasting, as opposed to housing all these items and and actually driving out to the physical locations and whatnot. So I had that background so that when I saw the video, I immediately obviously thought about her, and then I thought, why didn't we think of that?
Right.
You know? Okay. So yeah, I was in quickly when I saw it.
Okay, so yeah, so you had already seen this in action, so you're like, whoa, this is...
I saw the harder, more steps version in action, so I didn't have a lot of reason to doubt. I know a lot of people, when they saw the Domination video for the first time, it seems so simple that it seems too good to be true. I get that a lot from potential team members. And so I have to explain to them exactly how it really works and why you need the training to explain the details of what you'll need to know so you can avoid pitfalls, loss of money, loss of time, all that kind of stuff.
Right. So question for you, Melissa. Most people get into, companies like this and they say, well, I'm just going to try it out, right? I'm just going to give it a try. And from your video, if you've seen, from your video, your first video, you were so, overly, this is going to rock. I'm going to rock this. Where does that come from? How do you get that and just get in something and know, I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to the top.
Well, first, I think that's what you need first in anything you're ever going to do. If you don't have the mindset that you're just going to slay it, kill it, whatever it is, if you don't have that mindset, even if it's a personal goal for yourself, my goal in the past was I needed to lose some weight. So if I was just going to dabble on the weight loss train, then wouldn't any weight have gotten lost? And I give people those kind of examples a lot when it comes to mindset and building a business, because the things you've done in your regular life, the things you may have done well in your regular life, the mindset that you had when it came to raising your child, if you have a son or a daughter and you were just dead set on that child going to blah, 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 college, whatever it is, whatever your goal is for your child, just that type of motivation that you have, if you bring that type of motivation to a business, you're unstoppable. And so the little things, the little steps, the little pitfalls that may or may not happen just won't matter. The PayPal hold that you'll want to get over if you're new. It will not matter if you are dead set on making this work. Nice. And my experience, because I've had so many team members It's those people that are saying, Melissa, I'm going to do this. Because there are people who say, just like how I said on camera, they talk to me like that. And they do usually. It's the people who are like, let me try this because I can use a little extra money for Christmas. Oftentimes, that doesn't work out. It's like trying to learn how to swim but only getting your feet wet.
Mm.
Not sure how. Yeah. So that's how I think.
Right. It's almost like, I don't even know how to show you how to make little money, right? It's like, you just want to make a little money, then just get a little job or something.
Yeah. Like rock it out at like Pizza Hut, get your cash and your tips and roll out.
Right, right.
Rock it out.
Awesome. So I would be safe to say that you weren't surprised by success at all. Like it didn't even come as a surprise to you.
Kind of, not surprised in the sense that I didn't believe in myself, and I'm sure you can attest to this too. But like when you actually see it, you're like, ha! It worked! So like for me, the moment was when I actually saw my name on the leaderboard.
Wow.
And my sponsor told me, Kay told me. And I was like, nah, really? I go look. I was like, ha! And you just have that moment where you're like, ha, look at that. It worked. I really did do well.
Awesome. Now, some of the other things now, because I've followed your journey, so I kind of know some things. And maybe some people that are here tonight, you may be brand new, and you were invited here tonight, and you're like, what the heck is this, right? Well, we're actually doing a spotlight interview because in the Winning Women Network, right, we are, we're winners. We're women that are winning, and it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter if you're making $10,000 a month. It doesn't really matter if you're making $200 a month. We're winning, right? And so we have a platform here where we want to highlight and bring to the forefront and to the light women that are winning. Some of them, they're on the leaderboard. Some of them are not even on the leaderboard, but they're absolutely winning in life. So I have Melissa here. Now, Melissa, one of the first thing I remember, one of the biggest, wins that and I don't know if it's the biggest because these are just things I see on social media, but you bought a car, right? Like early into, and I remember the words you used. You said, with my discretionary income from the ads, I was able to purchase myself a new car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I think that's kind of what it's about. People are trying to change their life here. I certainly was. And that's what I kept my mind focused on. Let me not just say my mind, I kept my actions focused on that. And so, yeah, soon as I was able to, I sure did. I got the car, and then the next thing, I got the house. And when you look back, it seems like it happened so fast and so easy. And it did, but I put in work, And I think I said this on one of our first Winning Women's Networks, is that usually the people that you see the most are really putting in a lot of work, not in a tedious, mindless fashion, but it's just out of sheer motivation that we're taking consistent action. It does not have to be perfect action. You don't have to be perfect in what you're doing. If you're listing items or if you're sharing DS Domination, it does not have to be perfect, but it has to be as consistent as it can possibly be, and that's where success comes from. And for me, that's kind of what it was about, like with getting that car and with moving into the house and just eliminating the stress that I had because I was in such a different place when I first joined. That's where my mind has always been.
Nice. So moving on. So I'm moving down the timeline here, and then we have a video where it says Melissa has been fired.
Yeah.
And it's almost like one of the best things that has to be that actually happened to you was you being released to go and now do what you should already be doing.
Yeah, it was time. It's funny because at that point I was already battling if I should quit or not. But because it was a fairly flexible job, I decided not to. And then they decided for me. They didn't want a marketing person. They wanted the marketing company. So out with me. And it was kind of ironic. It was kind of ironic that day, because I don't know if you know how this feels, but I had been let go before in my life. And I remember I was let go. I don't want to talk too long, but I was let go. It was 2008. I was pregnant, and I was let go right before maternity leave.
Wow.
Because they didn't want to do the maternity leave shebang bang. And this was a different Melissa. This was not a Melissa who owned a business. I had not owned the hair extensions business yet, nor did I have a desire to, nor did I know any of this. I had just graduated from college, and I thought I was going to get a job, work a job, and make my money from my job. Then my job let me go. Mm. And I was in shock. I was also pregnant and hormonal, and they let me go in the middle of the day in front of everyone, and I was too pregnant to carry my items out. So everyone had to like unload my stuff for me. I'm crying like, and I'm not a crier. Let me also say, I don't cry in front of people. I don't like for people to come for me. I don't like it. And here I am crying in front of everyone. It was so bad. It was so bad. And that moment is probably the first pivotal moment where I realized that, you know, entrusting in the 9-to-5 network is not the way to go. Fast forward to now, 2014, where I got let go again from this job, and it was totally different thanks to, I want to say thanks to DS Domination, but also thanks to my mindset, thanks to having that business mindset. But yes, thanks to my DS Domination income, as commercial as that may sound, because they let me go. And I wasn't cocky in a negative sense, but it was kind of like, okay. you know, it's kind of doses because I'm straight. And they felt so bad because it was a situation where I was supposed to be heading this marketing department. Then they decided we'll just take the department and not you, you know? And they felt bad for kind of misleading me. Like it literally looked like the guy who had to let me go, it literally looked like he was almost in tears. And he's like, look, we really like you. I'm really sorry. I'm like, it is okay. Trust me. I almost wanted to say, you don't know how okay it is.
Right, right.
But I remained humble. I said, look, I'm all right.
Right. I do remember, and that's kind of how it was when I got let go, actually. It was like, I was like, thank you. Like, I mean, how fast can we get this done? You know, and she just looked like, what person let me go? She was like, are you okay? Because I was just so, you know, because, you know, usually when you get let go, you have like a demeanor about you, I guess. I was like, cool.
And, you know, it's funny because I hate that feeling where everybody's like looking at you like, oh my God, is she going to make it?
Right.
Yes, doll face.
Right, yes.
I'll be all right. It's that feeling when you're walking out the door and everybody's thinking like, you know, it's just you're just dead man walking or something.
Right, yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so some people have posted some questions as well. So if you all have questions for Melissa, then do post them in the comment box below. I am grabbing them. Someone wanted to know how many hours a day were you working? Or maybe I don't know how many hours you work now.
Okay, I'll give like a little bit of the path. I get that question a lot. In the beginning, and probably still now, because I'm trying to do some new things now. In the beginning, I, because I had the 9-to-5 job, kids, husband, I worked at the end of the day. I want to make sure I'm clear. I'm not a schedule type person. So I'm not the type person who says I will allot 2 hours a day, I will allot 4 hours a day, and I commit to that. I'm a momentum type person, and so because I had a lot of motivation and momentum, any free time I got, which usually was at the end of the day, sometimes I would do it in the morning, I would jump on that computer and get listing or whatever my activity was. I like to write down a list of action steps, and I would just start checking stuff off. And yes, I stayed up later than the average person. You know, I was up when everybody was sleeping. I did abnormal things. But there is nothing wrong with being a person with a schedule. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If you decide you're going to commit 2 hours a day, 4 hours a day, whatever you say, maybe it's less than that. You know, don't think that that's necessary. Maybe it's less, but commit though, and make sure that it's consistent, and make sure that you're writing something down so that you know where you are. If you say that you're going to list 100 items by so-and-so date, do that. You know, if you say that you want a certain ranking improvement on eBay or on Amazon, or you want a certain number of affiliates by a certain day, just try to get there and start measuring your success in a non-emotional way. Because I have a lot of team members who get emotional. Like, I just need this, I just need it. I know how that feels. I genuinely know how that feels. But when you get emotional like that, you can't diagnose yourself. If you go to the doctor, they don't get emotional with you. They'll tell you what you have. You could be living, dying, well, unwell. They'll just be like, well, you got 2 days. Thank you for coming. They'll just tell you.
Right.
And so from that, we can learn to diagnose yourself. If you suck at something, just say it. Man, I suck at schedules. I got to do better on this. Don't be emotional about it. You know, if you have kids, if you have family, because I've heard a lot with that, you know, I do too. You know, do what you have to do however you can do it. You know, play that balancing act. This is Winning Women's Network, so, you know, I know as women we do a lot of balancing. Find your balance.
That is really good. I never even thought about it like that, Melissa, as far as and not getting emotional. And it's, you know, I know there's some men that are watching right now, but this is really good, especially for women, because, you know, I notice that if you get into that need, like, I need money, I need to make this work, you know, and it's just really, it's for some reason I couldn't figure out why that doesn't work. Like when people say, I really need money, I really like, no, that's not it, you know.
It's dangerous. The other thing is oftentimes it's not intrinsic where you're looking into yourself as to how am I going to get this money that I need. You're looking to me saying, Melissa, you need to save me. Because people do that. I saw your video. I saw where you were. I saw where you are. I'm just like you. I need you to save me. And what I do is I help, and I make myself as available as I can possibly be. But it's got to be your motivation, and your success has to be intrinsic. It's your fault if you do. It's your fault if you don't. You know, not mine if you do or if you don't. I just help you. And so I think that's the difference. When you get all emotional, it becomes like a blame game. Like, well, you didn't answer till tomorrow, and now everybody's dying, or whatever the situation is. You know, so you got to definitely try to get your feet on the ground and start getting statistical about your results or lack thereof.
Wow, that was so good. That could be a definite ender right there. Okay, it's like, but we have some more questions. So tell me, Melissa, who are your mentors and why?
I have a lot. I find good in a lot of people. There are a lot of people that I look at online who are good at certain things, who I really like to learn from. Two of the biggest are probably Nicole Cooper and Tracy Walker. I just love them. And that's obviously outside of DS Domination. I love the way that they portray themselves. I love their personalities. I love the success that they've had. I also look at UOP a lot, obviously. And I'm looking at you, Keisha, Valerie Mason, Reginald Stinson. And I just really, really like to see the personalities. I really, really like to see what you guys have achieved. What I really like probably the most is that you guys, in my opinion, are normal. You know, you're not marketers and salesmen and this and that. You're normal, you're real, you're touchable, and you're achieving great things, you know. So a lot of times when I am looking, I'm seeing different things in different people for different reasons.
Awesome. I appreciate you. I'm looking at you, so.
I see you, girl.
So somebody asked what marketing activities for an affiliate. What kind of marketing activities? Let me get the exact question here. They wanted to know What are some of the important marketing activities to focus on when building the affiliate side of the business?
Okay. When you're building the affiliate side, I don't know if everybody knows this, but you can either build your business the free way or the paid way. If you chose the paid way, which most people don't choose, you would be buying ads and all these things on all these different websites. I didn't choose that way. Most of the people in DS Domination did not choose that way. So it's not to say that the paid way is better. I chose the free way. And with the free way, you're going to use a lot of social media. You're going to want to find a way to separate yourself from the crowd. And that's not by being more aggressive necessarily, but it's by being yourself, being more consistent. And even if you have not had results yet, you share other people's successes. When Keisha quit her job, I posted it and I said, my girl Keisha, she wasn't even my girl yet. My girl Keisha quit her job. And I think she commented and like, she knows. So my point is, when anyone in DS Domination does anything, you share it and you consistently share it, and people on your page or your followers or your subscribers will get curious. They're going to wonder what you're talking about, what you're up to, who are all these friends of yours that are quitting their jobs and buying this and getting that. What is it? I want to know. They're going to message you. So that's kind of how I do things. I generate curiosity by sharing what other people are doing until I got something to share of my own. And when I have something to share of my own, I do that, and I do it consistently. I mainly used Facebook and YouTube. As you guys know, with YouTube, I stayed pretty consistent with just kind of like updating on my journey as I went along.
Nice. Yes, if you haven't seen Melissa's, yes, I'm telling you guys, some of the most creative stuff you want. I mean, from the, I was going to look at it. You got fingers pointing at the start button.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I'm hawking, okay? I'm definitely watching, okay?
I hear you.
How does she do that? Listen, how do you do that? I mean, did you have
Photoshop? So, yeah, the unfair part. So for you guys, she's cheating. She's cheating. She's using Photoshop. Yeah, I'm a graphic designer and a web designer, so that's where I get all that stuff from. So sometimes when I see a thumbnail, I come up with some kind of idea to do something crazy to get some clicks to the video. And for those of you who do YouTube videos, your thumbnail definitely matters. If you can do something that you think will get more clicks on that thumbnail, put some bold text up there, maybe you're making a silly face, if that makes sense for what the video is about now, then that might work. So a lot of times I do that, and it generates more interest.
Nice. Okay, let's go through some more questions. Oh my goodness. And I haven't got, we got to get some house stories. I haven't gotten there, but I'm going to do that because there's some things I want to bring out. I was in the pre-show, you guys, and so I was almost in the pre-show. I'm just going to let you know that. And I cry in public, so, So someone said, how long have you been with DS? I don't know if we answered that, but when did you really see the money start to flow?
Okay. I was in DS Domination. I have been for a year. My 1-year anniversary was like 4 days ago, I think. So it's been a year, and I've seen a lot of people come and go. So I'm really, really proud of myself that, I've been consistent this long and I'm staying motivated, because one of your goals really should be to stay motivated. I have lots and lots of team members who are motivated that first week, that first month. But what about next month? What about the month after that and that and that? You got to keep your motivation up. There was another question, though. What was it? Oh, income. It was an income. I got it. All right. So the income thing, that's another reason why you want to stay motivated, because you've got to be ready to build. Again, this is going to mimic real life. If you've ever had success with raising children or losing weight, it's a process of building where they don't just grow up and go to college. You don't just drop 30 pounds tomorrow. Please don't. It's always going to be a process. Mimic real life when you're trying to build your income. And so with the income, my first month in DS Domination, because remember, I started from zero. I didn't have a prior following or a prior anything where I could send out an email and just like jump everybody in. I started from zero. And my first month, I think I had one affiliate. And I think I had made, I made $3,000 my first month on the drop shipping side. I was listing. It was Christmas. It was nowish. By the way, for those of you who are looking now is the time. This is your unfair advantage. This is when I started. So be listing. If you're on eBay, if you're on Amazon, be listing, be upgrading. Put yourself in place to make the most money possible right now, because now is the time. So I had made $3,000 my first month by continually listing and relisting items, and eBay was liking me, the customers were liking me, and I was increasing in rank. So that did happen the first month on eBay, and then on the affiliate side of things, it was going slow. Like I said, one affiliate the first month, a few more the next month, and then it started increasing more rapidly as I just continued to share. I didn't worry about, nobody joined me. I made a great video and nobody joined me. I didn't worry too much about it. I just stayed true to myself, stayed confident in that I was being true to myself, as opposed to worrying about, is this good? Is this good enough? I'm not sure. Is this good? Do they like it? You know, I just continued on. And then eventually the affiliate side of the business became so much, so big, so fast that I actually had to ramp down the eBay dropshipping side of the business so that I could take care of my team members. So let the journey happen for you. Whatever you're trying to do consistently, keep doing it consistently and let it be a snowball effect so that it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, as opposed to really just expecting to make, I need to make $3,000 this month because Melissa did, you know? So just let it snowball for you. Whatever goals you have, let it get bigger and bigger each time.
Nice.
Oh, you're muted.
Oh.
Okay.
That's some great advice. For those of you who are actually brand new, you want to, you know, I love that. I love that analogy that, yeah, my kids, they go through a process, right? They grow up. A lot of people come in, and I get really concerned when people come in and it's like, oh my God, I need to pay my rent, you know, and I need to make this work and stuff like that. And it's like, this is a business, this is a journey, and you know, you might need to get a part-time job.
That's what I say, yes.
Like,
so that's what I did. I got a sucky job to survive. So you might have to do that. It's true, because I've had a lot of people join where they say, you know, look, I only have $20, and I need this $20 to get me there, you know. And it's like, maybe, probably not, you know.
right.
That's not. You don't want to start a business like in a desperate state. It's just dangerous. Any business. I'm not even just talking in the network marketing industry. If you decided to open up a retail store or anything, do not want to start a business without a nice, solid foundation. It's not a good idea.
Right. It puts so much pressure.
It does. It's stressful.
Yeah, it's very stressful. And producing income and money flowing, you know, because someone asked about money flowing when you're under stress, anxiety, and everything.
It's not congruent.
Right.
The other thing is you act differently when you're desperate. And I know this from the DS Domination standpoint and when I had a hair company. When I started my hair company and you're desperate to get money, you're dropping the price every week. The hair, you're losing money on the hair because you keep on dropping the price and you're annoying people. And with DS Domination, that can happen, especially on the affiliate side and the eBay side. You continue dropping that price. You continue annoying people like crazy, as opposed to being confident and coming from a confident standpoint where you are sharing out of confidence. Because I have a lot of people message me all the time because they see me on YouTube and they want me to join their business so bad. They're just like, oh, if you could just join this business, I know that if you put your people under me, you know. Right. So, you know, you can't come from that standpoint. It's like you said, it's not congruent, and then it makes you act out of character if you're not careful.
Whew, that was a huge nugget, right? Oh my God. That was, You guys can take that, I mean, seriously, and really change your life, right, with the information. And that's why we do this, and so that we can, get into the mind of people who are making big moves, in this industry and what it took for them to get where they are. I always say success leaves clues, and I'm looking, right? I'm looking for the clues, and I'm excited about this interview tonight. So you guys, if you have questions, then please put them in the comment box. I'm actually going to grab a few more because we're at 5:40. So someone asked about titling, and like, do you use your own titles 90% of the time, or do you copy the title and fill in the rest? Sounds like they say.
Well, usually what I tell my team members is first give the titling tool a try. Let me first say that, so that you can decide for yourself. For me, no, I don't use a titling tool. I happen to be pretty good with keywords. When you are titling for eBay specifically, you're trying to outrank your competition by appearing when they're not appearing. I know Roger gave the example of selling a bike rack and including the keyword tires in there. Even though it wasn't a bike rack, now those who are searching for bike tires will see his bike rack. And that makes him get more views and hopefully more sales than the other person. So doing that helps. Another thing that I do, I'm giving y'all all my secrets. Another thing that I do is I'll use seasonal keywords oftentimes. Super Bowl time frame, I would have like a general item, but put Super Bowl in that title and get extra views because it was Super Bowl time. Now you guys know what time it is now. Black Friday just happened. What's coming up? It's the holidays, ladies and gentlemen. So if you add that keyword into your title, you may get more views, and more views is supposed to mean more sales. So yes. And yeah, definitely fill up that title bar. As Roger always says, you want to try to use up all the good keywords that you possibly can.
Nice. That was a good tip. Yes, it was.
Yes.
All right, let me grab. Let's say we won't charge you for that one. So someone wants to know about, have you started with Genesis, and do you have your own branded item?
No, I don't have my own branded item. Genesis, yes. I've been playing with doing the big box retailers as well as using the wholesale inventory sources. So I've always said that Genesis wasn't out when I started, and I probably wouldn't have had the lump sum initially, but Genesis is my favorite program outside of being an affiliate, because I really do like sharing. Genesis is my favorite because it earns you the most money. It really, really, truly does. Yes, it takes the leap for you to get in it, but there's a reason for that. It's the most robust program that Domination has to offer, and it gives you residual income, just like are similar to affiliate type income, because what happens is as you're filling up that Amazon warehouse, income is just coming in as things are selling for you. So the more items you fill it up with consistently, the more income that comes in as things just sell for you. So that's why I like Genesis over and above the other programs, just because of that factor.
Awesome. Okay. That's what answers that question. So when a new affiliate makes their first sale on eBay, how do they share it on Facebook? What should they put on their Facebook wall?
Okay, so for that, use personality, because I realize one sale, you're not a millionaire, I get it, but be excited. This is your first sale, so, get crunk, whatever you call it, turn up, show some personality. Maybe you could take a picture of your face and be like, or something like that, and put a caption over it saying, I just got my first sale. Just be genuinely yourself. Whatever you genuinely are, be that and show that emotion, because that's what people are really connecting to. There's a misconception out here that people are only connecting to the person making the biggest dollar. Not true. People connect to you for who you are. Your emotion, your integrity, everything that is you is what they're connecting to. So if you're confident and you're friendly and you're fun and you're showing your emotions, that's what people are really going to connect with.
Absolutely. I would totally agree, and I love the fact that with Facebook you can be yourself. With videos you can be yourself, and like for me, my silly pictures and stuff like that for Instagram, and my mouth wide open and everything. That is that's Keisha. That's me. That's who people know. And when they meet you, so you don't want to be someone different, on social media. Then they meet you in person, and you have no, you're totally different. So I love that. Be yourself. Awesome. Oh, let me see.
Yourself, it makes more money.
I'm making a lot more money just being Keisha.
Okay, because if I get up here and I talk like this, they're gonna be like, let me click off. She acting funny.
Right. Okay. So, if someone's starting on Facebook, what would you tell someone? Someone said that they just joined Facebook and like they even said like, "Oh no, crazy." We're like, "Yeah, that's crazy, but welcome." How would you go about promoting your business without many contacts on Facebook? What would you
start adding those contacts? I actually have a little process. All right. So what you want to do is get your profile together first. Get yourself a good picture up, a good cover image. You can use a UOP cover image. We've got some great ones. If not, you can find a general cover image. Get yourself a good, fully detailed profile. That's the first thing. The other thing you want to do is start posting regularly, most likely with an auto poster, unless you just got a lot of time on your hands and you're extremely consistent. If you are, do it yourself. If you're like most of us, go to bufferapp.com or hootsuite.com and load up your auto poster with a lot of posts about things that you care about. You can be funny, you can talk about events that are going on that you care about, and disperse in pieces of your business, tidbits. That's the first thing. Now I realize what I just said, you're sharing to no one since you have no contacts. What you're going to do for contacts, what I like to do anyways, is you join groups. Join like-minded groups. You can obviously first join UOP and start adding some friends from UOP. But the other thing you can do as far as prospecting is concerned, if you're an affiliate, is add friends from like-minded groups. Like if there's a business women group, if you're a woman, or a businessman group, if you're a man, or internet marketing group, any like-minded group, go to the members area within that group and start adding friends. It's really that simple. And then you'll have more and more and more like-minded friends. Stay consistent with it. Don't get put in Facebook jail. Because you're new, I guess your limit might be a little lower as to how many friends you can add a day. I don't know the magic number. But you want to be consistent and add those friends. And then keep on posting and keep on sharing. And it's just, again, a snowball effect.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome. So that should get you going there. Okay. So we have 10 minutes, a little bit close to 10 minutes left. And so I definitely want to talk about the new house, okay? I don't know if you all saw it. Many of you, may not be aware of it, but there is a video that Melissa, you do a lot of videos, okay? I'm like, there's a video that she did with this.
A lot of videos.
There's a video. And I love those too, so I'm like, it don't matter to me. But there was a new home tour. So you just moved into a new home. I'm not quite sure how long ago it has been now. Are we having?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Okay. Which many of you, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I know I shared it. I know I saw Reginald shared it. I would have definitely shared that if I was inside of the UOP, and that's content right there. Because if nothing else, I was so excited, to celebrate such a major accomplishment with a team member, right?
Yeah.
And that's what that's what we love to do. That's what it's all about, because it's Sunday, so let me just give you the scripture. It says, "Rejoice with them that rejoice," right? And that's what I believe in. I believe in doing, so that when my time comes, right, when my day comes, then somebody's gonna want to rejoice with me on my new, 5,000 square foot house or whatever we decide to buy, right? So Melissa, talk to us about the house journey and the video. And there were some things I know inside the video that many of us, we weren't able to see because we don't know, the different things. We just saw a video and I cried, okay? I cried just watching the video. But as I learned from talking to you, there's some more to the video that may not have been documented. So can you talk about
Yeah.
the video?
Yeah, so the video, what you do get a lot, just knowing nothing. You'll get a lot from the video because it's a personal video where it is a testimony about where I've been, where I am, and I'm kind of basically just rejoicing as to how I got here in the video. When you see the video, it's pretty much, it's me praise dancing mixed in with the home tour. And the snippets of me praise dancing go back to about 2008. There's some of my daughter praise dancing from when she was 1 year old up to now when she was 7 years old, and I just edited in those videos. And then I also edited in the videos of myself from when it was 2008 up until now. So what I was talking with Keisha was about is that people don't know how much those videos mean to me, because there are some videos in there. There's one where there's a yellow wall and I have on my purple dance thing, and I was dancing in my bedroom in my parents' house. I didn't have a house yet, but I'm dancing full out where I go like this and my hands touch both walls because the room is extremely small. But that didn't stop me. It didn't stop me from practicing, and it didn't stop me from practicing full out. So it's like when you see me praising and doing the praise dance, I'm doing it completely full out in this little room. And then it goes to another video where I'm doing the same type praise dancing in a bigger room. This time I have an apartment. And then it goes to me just, it's like I'm praising all the way through. And that's why it's so emotional to me, because you see me in this little room dancing like I'm in a cathedral in my mind. And you see me dancing in my apartment. Now I have a bigger room. It's an apartment, but it's a bigger room. And then you see me dancing on stage where I'm just running across the aisles, and you would think that I had practiced in an adequate studio space by how I performed. Not the case. My room was this big.
Wow.
And so I feel like what you take from that is that's how you attack life. Whatever it is in life that you want to achieve, I don't care if you're in a room this big where when you stretch, you're touching wall, 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 and wall. And maybe it's a wall right here too. If you feel like you're trapped, then you're trapped. But if you don't feel like you're trapped, if you're praising anyways, if you're moving forward anyways, if you're taking beast mode level action anyways, not baby action, not like, well, I'm in a small space right now, so I'm just going to dabble. No. Go hard. Real hard. That type of mindset and motivation is what makes you get to your goal. It makes you great, so to speak. And so that's why the video meant so much to me, because I'm watching myself through that journey, not even looking at the fact that I'm in this little room and still carrying through without a burden. Because a lot of people like to carry through and say, well, I've been da-da-da-da, or I can't do this because da-da-da-da. It's all about your mindset. And so that's what it really means to me when I look at it, and that's why I cried. I cried watching my own video.
Right, absolutely. I love that. Go big.
Yeah.
Like, in spite of whatever the case may be, go big where you are. That's why I tell people, like, I put up numbers now, and of course I do more stuff on on Amazon, and it's more Genesis. It's no lie that I'm heavy into it. But like I tell people, go hard in the pro level, right? Because when I got started, I didn't have the money to buy Genesis.
Yeah, that's how I did too. Yeah, I mean, that's how I did too. I made pro work for me. I got Elite as soon as I possibly could. That's another thing people ask me is, when did I get all the products? If I could have gotten all in immediately, I would have. I could not have. I went gradually fast, as fast as I could.
Right. Yeah, and I would say the same thing. A lot of things that drove me, I never forget. people would come in and they were upgrading so fast. And I'll never forget. Like I said, we didn't really have the income to really, as you say, if I had it, I would have gone all in, right? If I had a credit card or anything, right?
Okay.
I would have, like. It's like, let's just be honest, a payday loan, I would have to pay it back, so I couldn't do a payday loan because I was like, that won't work. But as soon as I could, that's what I did. And because people got in and they saw the vision of this company so quick, they began to upgrade so fast. So it really forced my hand.
Yes. Yes.
And
I know what you mean too. That happened to me too, where I have team members who are moving.
Right.
We can never get it together.
Yeah. And they came in so fast, I wouldn't even talk to people. And they were upgrading, because it was people I didn't even know. And they would come in, and I told my husband one night, I'll never forget, I said, babe, I have to upgrade. I have to upgrade. I have to get all the products. And it wasn't a matter of, some hopeless, woe is me, story I'm telling him. I'm just saying to him, like,
it has to be done. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be done. And he said, and my husband has never, right, even looked at, network marketing, never cared anything about it, probably doesn't even know how to tell you what the compensation plan is, but he just knows how to spend money, okay? So, pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't, whatever, right? But I'll never forget, he said, babe, you do whatever you have to do. And at that moment, I knew I had Mr. Bass, Team Bass, and that's when I came with Bass Fam Rocks. I was like, you know what? We are going to rock this, and that's what we did. So I love the fact that, you know what? So what? I had a room where my hands, I can hardly really move.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't let that stop me, right?
From moving, you can still,
you're watching tonight. And you're saying, you know what? I only have this much room,
I can't move. Yeah.
We're saying, you know what? Yes, you can. Go big where you are. Bloom where you are planted. Okay? Bloom wherever you're planted. So if you're here tonight and you maybe you're not even a part of this company, you're saying, like, what is all this? You've been invited here tonight because someone wants you to hear about, Melissa didn't, like she said, she didn't start out with a list of 50,000 people. She could send one email, boom, she has a, $10,000 month, and now, what I'm saying, none of us, that's the amazing thing about many of us inside the UOP is that I don't have that story. I didn't have a list either when I got in, but was able to, within less than 1 year, a six-figure income, almost to 200,000 at this point, Melissa. I mean,
yes, ma'am.
Where do they do that at, right?
Okay.
Where do people do that at? Income disclaimer: your results will vary, because I didn't sleep, right? I didn't ask Reginald how many hours do I have to work to get it done. No, I just said, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna take, but I'm gonna just keep going, and I'm gonna take imperfect action. And I know this thing has to work for me. Something's going to work, right? Something is going to work. Something good is going to come out of this. So I surely hope that you all, have been inspired. I know some of the things that I definitely got was to write a list, even if you don't have a schedule.
Yeah, action steps.
Yeah.
Either you're going to do it or you don't. Check it off and know that you suck if you didn't check off what you got to check off. That's it.
Right.
No emotions. Just check it or don't check it.
Yeah, and definitely that consistency. I definitely heard that from you. It's like, be consistent, right? Just show up. Show up in your own business. Show up every single day. Whatever days you decide that's going to be, to absolutely show up. So let me just see here. Any comments you guys have before we end tonight? I certainly appreciate you, Melissa. I'm excited. You guys are going to see more from Melissa, you guys.
Yes, we were just chatting about that.
Yeah, because, I mean, she's absolutely flat out amazing. I totally appreciate you. I love the women of the UOP. You all definitely my family, right? I look at as sisters and stuff. So, but I just totally appreciate you tonight. All the ladies and stuff, they're chiming in. Great job. They love you. They love you, love you, love you.
I'll have to go over there and look. I should probably post a little video link. I was talking so much about it.
Yeah. Comments. just in case some people, because I understand some people, you may be new and you may not have seen some, part of the journey. I even in the my little graphic design skills I had, I did pull the picture, of when she got the car and the new house and stuff like that. But there's some amazing videos that she has out that you can share with people what the company is doing in the lives of people, just like Melissa. Okay. Now, want to make a few announcements before we get off. I want to do this at the beginning, but I'm gonna do this now. Is that we are having the UOP event? Okay. So I'm so excited. Our UOP event is going to be the weekend. All I know this is the weekend of my birthday. Okay, so that I can tell you. And my birthday is February 8th. So I believe it's the February 6th through the 8th in Atlanta, Georgia. We are actually going to just take over Atlanta. If you all came to Las Vegas, then you know how the UOP takes over cities. Okay. Because we actually went to Vegas and just took over. So we're going to take over Atlanta in December. So you not December, in February. So you want to get your tickets. They will actually go on sale from what I've been told next week. The tickets will go on sale. I believe there's going to be some VIP tickets. I know there's some amazing things that they have planned for the UOP. So I'm excited to meet you all. And Melissa, I know you're going to be there. Okay, I know you and the hubby. Okay, I'm like, so you'll definitely get a chance to. There's nothing like live events, you all, where you can get a chance to meet people like Melissa, and talk to them and find out, there's things that are dropped at events that you don't get online, right? It's just things that are said that you just don't get online. So you definitely want to make your way to that event in Atlanta, okay, Atlanta, Georgia. And there is actually not going to be a hangout tomorrow night for the UOP, so just FYI, there's no hangout tomorrow. You all can have the night off, but definitely we will see you back here next Sunday night, Winning Women Network. And I'm so excited to have you all. Love you. Thanks for coming out. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.